So Gridlock Hardpoint, what it will be to get these two teams' pool play experience started at CWL Vegas. It's Lightning Pandas up against Str8 Rippin, and let me remind you, both of these teams seem to be orgless heading into CWL Vegas, but Mad Cat, Alex, Petey, Dave, and Josh eventually picked up by Lightning Pandas, and well, what used to be Team Space now belongs to Str8 Rippin, and that squad has shown resilience early on, as in order to get into Pool C where they are now, they had to start in the play-in bracket. A lot of questions surrounding Str8 Rippin if they were just an online squad, as they've picked up a couple of 2K wins early on, and they answered all those questions that they can do just as much work on LAN. And here we go. Lightning Pandas get trophies down and trades even Stevens here at mid-map to start this one off. And Mox looks to be coming around and start to pressure Dave on the heady. Dave can't pick him off of that. And now Colt Havoc slides in for reinforcements, picks up the kill on Dave, gets him off the hill, slides around the corner, and there's a two-piece for Colt Havoc, a prominent submachine gun player in Call of Duty. We've seen some amazing highlight plays, and he's getting going early on here to tie things up at the mid-map location here on Gridlock. And these teams a little bit of back and forth early on. Havoc picks up another, but finally cut down. It was a 4 streak to start the match for Colt Havoc and Str8 Rippin. They look good right now, set up at mid-map, and if you look at the mini-map top of your screen, every single player from Lightning Pandas setting up the rotation for Street underneath the bridge. That's where the next hill is going to be, but it looks like Str8 Rippin has the advantage, and on the head glitch in the room next to the point is Spacely looking out trying to cut down Alex, but Lightning Pandas, they end up winning the rotation. Contention going on, and 4 dead for Lightning Pandas, but Mad Cat gets a double finally cut down, and they will be spawning out now. The slaying ability of Str8 Rippin is present here early on, and I know there's a lot to look at in the Codcaster mode. We'll get through all of it. All you need to know right now, Mox on a 2 streak in the hill along with Nagafin for Str8 Rippin, and now Spacely picks up 2 of his own, and a dominating start here from Str8 Rippin, up by close to 50 points between the first 2 hills. And if you see the minimap yet again, Lightning Pandas, they just set up for the rotation, as next hill is going to be towards Dojo, as they have 2 mid-map and then 2 towards Showers. But Str8 Rippin up 70-15 here to start this off. Havoc trying to pick up the flank. He's in a gunfight now between him and Mad Cat. Coming around the side, Mad Cat tries to retreat, finally shot in the back by Havoc. Stun comes in onto Colt, but Lightning Pandas, they're set up well here in the Dojo area and finally getting themselves on the board in this match. Alex now picks up a 3-piece of his own. Slaying ability so important in Hardpoint, and that's why Str8 Rippin has the 40-point lead right now. Havoc almost 3/4 of the way to his Grav Slam already, to where on the other side of things, no specialists over halfway reached. That's the bigger orange hexagon that you see on the players' names. The one to the right of that, the smaller one, is their equipment, and pay attention to that because that comes in big. The beatdown goes in, and Petey ends up backing off and getting Mox down, and this one has been a full 60 look for Lightning Pandas, a couple of seconds out of the hill, but now Str8 Rippin decide to just give up Showers and Dojo, and they head over to the bedroom to see what they can do there. The early setup and rotation so smart, especially on a hill that's tough to break in, which is this one. But the first touch goes to Lightning Pandas, and they start to build up some points. Contestion in, and 4 dead for Lightning Pandas. Last alive is Alex, and he's fighting his way through mid-map. He's going to go through the gelato shop and get cut down by Major Maniac, and it's a little bit of back and forth now here between these two to start off Pool C. At CWL Las Vegas, Havoc grapple guns up to the top window, comes down, cuts out Alex, and then finally gets beat down by Petey. And Lightning Pandas looking to crawl back into this one, as they were down close to 60 at one point, have cut the lead to within 10, and they are holding this hill very strongly, as there's only 3 up for Str8 Rippin right now. And you look at your screen, Petey right now, who we're looking at, he has his TAC 5 boost available with 10 seconds left on this hill. We'll see if he decides to pop it. but he's just watching this front door for now. He's not going to find anyone as Str8 rotating to new, and there it is. Tac 5 boost, 50 extra health for the entire team, so that'll help in the next gunfight for all these guys, and it just helps Petey get away right there, and he comes back and challenges Spacely, and a big kill comes in for Petey. Lightning Pandas have their first lead since the first hill of this game, and Josh now finds a 3-piece, so the boys from Lightning Panda starting to slay, pick up their kills, and that's allowing them to earn time in the hill. Havoc playing huge, though, in this one for Str8 Rippin, but it's Mox even bigger on the kill feed. Those two guys going back and forth trading for Str8 Rippin, but Lightning Pandas now building up a lead of their own. They were down 60 in the past, and now they lead Str8 Rippin by 40 and counting as they have control of mid-map. It's just been 3-piece after 3-piece for each team, and that's what breaks open the hill, but the past couple have come from the side of Lightning Pandas, and now we'll see the Tac 5 boost has been hit by Nagafin, so Str8 Rippin, they have that bonus health this time around. But if you look at the top left of your screen, Alex with that 3-piece he recently picked up, able to get a lightning strike as well as Hellstorm. That could come into play on this next hill, although the overpass does give a little bit of protection from those streaks. And here it comes, the first one called in, lightning strike, able to find one, and Alex lets his gun do the other work against Spacely, and now trying to cut in, but one on the hill for Str8 Rippin, finally knocked down. It was Havoc, and Lightning Pandas dominating up by 50 here in this one. A little bit of back and forth in the rotation coming from Dojo's side. Alex going to be able to pick up one, but not find Spacely on the second. And Str8 Rippin just needs to get back to slaying. That's where their strength was early on in this match. They've been unable to get back into that category, but Havoc picks up 2 EKIAs himself, but a long lead has been built up for Lightning Pandas. They were up by 60, and now they have the rotation into Dojo's. Havoc, though, looking to get behind here. It's going to be him versus Dave. These two are going to meet up against each other. Dave spots Havoc. Havoc slides around. Dave finally retreats. A smart move to get back and group up with his team. And you see Alex still has the Hellstorm available. We'll see if he wants to call that to zone out Str8 Rippin from this point. But now it's Petey watching the backside. He knows someone is back there. He has the concussion available if he wants to use it. And yes, he does. Stuns Nagafin in a huge kill, which unallows Naga to get in from the backside and provide any pressure for Str8 Rippin. And now War Machine out by Alex as he's letting some shots go down, but now he's down. And Alex, he actually team kills Petey in that situation. Major Maniac also uses his War Machine there, and it ends up being useless because those trophy systems were out by Lightning Pandas, who have just eclipsed the 200-point mark, and they are up on Str8 Rippin by 80 in dominating fashion right now. Lightning Pandas look good, doing all the slaying, rotating early, and that's what puts them in the lead right now. Coming around the backside, Maniac spotted by Josh, and now it's going to be Havoc to take down Petey, but the trade comes from Mad Cat. Good positioning by Lightning Pandas to not allow anything to get out of hand from the side of Str8 Rippin, as if they get anything going here streak-wise, that could allow them to have a comeback in this one. Havoc cycles through Gelato, picks up a nice long shot onto Petey, and then he gets cut out. Big kill there, and Nagafin picks one up on Dave. But it's going to be Lightning Pandas. They're on the outside looking in as the rotation has been won in that house for Str8 Rippin. They got it going for them right now. And now mid-map Spacely, he gets jarred down, and it's him and Dave in a little bit of an engagement off the top, and down comes Dave with the kill. But a couple more picked up by Str8 Rippin as they've held this hole for the majority of the time, slowly but surely clawing their way back into this game, almost have it cut to 30 points. And that's a huge momentum swing for Str8 Rippin to have a full 60 on this hill, but not if Josh has anything to say about it. Picks up 2, there it is, and there's 3 with the Mozu coming out for Josh, but it's not going to do too much on this hill as time was running out, but a big 3-piece nonetheless comes in for Josh, finally knocked out by Major Maniac, who is on a 3 streak of his own. And now the hill cycles back towards mid-map, both teams fighting a 2-2 split there. Looking to find any give from the others. 230 to 182 now for Lightning Pandas. They have control. It's looking good for them. Alex just going to sit here and watch Dojo's side. Major Maniac picks one up mid-map. And there's the Hellstorm that Alex was sitting on. Calls it in. ends up missing Major Maniac, which is huge because he's on a 5 streak right now. Major Maniac has the opportunity to pick up streaks if he can stay alive, and there it is. Major Maniac finds himself a lightning strike. We'll see if he can extend and get any more. Only 13 points needed left from Lightning Pandas to win this, but it happens to be Major Maniac picking up the Hellstorm, just sitting on mid-hill, contested now, gets around. This would be huge. Beat down in the sniper's nest, ready. He calls it in immediately, and boys and girls, a comeback looking to be prominent from Str8 Rippin, as Spacely also picked up a lightning strike of his own. And the next 2 points both have entryway for streaks to get in. First of all, we're on Underpass, and then we go to Dojo, which has a ceiling in it for anything to get through, whether it be a Hellstorm or lightning strike. Str8 Rippin have control right now of Underpass. There's a lightning strike picking up 3, and that's a full 5 wipe from Light Panda. Str8 Rippin does it with the streaks of Major Maniac. They're able to win off this hill. If Str8 Rippin can hold on here, they mount a huge comeback. And there's another streak coming in. Hellstorm from Spacely, just zoning out Lightning Pandas. And they're going to have one last push at this, but able to do it is Str8 Rippin. If they hold this all the way, Sniper's Nest picked up from Spacely. Doesn't matter, cutting them down with the Maddox. Final streaks come in, and the comeback has been succeeded from Str8 Rippin over Lightning Pandas, and a huge one at that, to take map 1 in the first round of pool play. And it was the streaks from Major Maniac and Spacely that ultimately made it happen in this one. Lightning Pandas looked so good on the rotations into Dojo, but then it was towards the gelato shop in the back house where Str8 Rippin was able to regain some ground, and then mid-map is where the streaks were picked up from Spacely and Major Maniac, and it was a full 60 on a couple hills for Str8 Rippin. A huge comeback in map 1. We'll have Search and Destroy next.